So many people describe the narcissist who they had in their life as someone they felt addicted to, as someone who they felt a strange and unique connection with, that pull to that doesn't really exist with any other person. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how the narcissist makes the target, makes you feel addicted to them, how they manage to do that, and why you have that feeling. When the narcissist sees someone who they consider to be potentially good supply, they study that person quite carefully in the early stages of coming together with that target in the form of a bond or relationship, whatever it may be. And one thing the narcissist is very good at, and this is due to them having a very high degree of cognitive empathy, which basically means they can get they can get a pretty good feel of what other people are feeling and things like that. Don't confuse cognitive empathy with compassionate empathy. They're two different things. They don't really care for people as such, but they can usually get a sense of what people are feeling. But anyway, when it comes to studying the target and them having this ability to, when applied, to get a feel for what people are feeling, the narcissist tries to hone in on what they consider to be your unfulfilled desires. The things that you've wanted to have or achieve, which you haven't ever had or achieved, or at least you haven't had in a long time. And also, they get a feel for the things that you want to feel in your life, the things that are missing. Maybe it's feelings of being understood, feelings of having a very intertwined kind of soul connection with somebody. There's so many things we long for, and so many things that so many desires or wishes that we may have that haven't materialized yet, and maybe we've even lost hope of such things materializing. What the narcissist does is they read through you to kind of pick up on those things. And they do this over some time. They get a feel for who you are and what you're missing in life and what would make you feel complete. And all of a sudden, what the narcissist works on morphing into a persona that's basically a personification of everything that you've been wishing, been wanting, but don't have. So when the narcissist compliments you, for example, the compliment touches a certain part of your soul almost that's been deprived for so long. So you feel great, you feel high, you feel euphoric. The feeling of being high and euphoric is like a drug. It is a drug, the effect it has on you. The promises they might make in terms of, if you two are coming together into a relationship, the things that they say they want in life, the plans that they talk about making with you are all things that you thought you would never have again. But the narcissist all of a sudden wants all the things you want. Again, you feel high. You feel euphoric. You feel like you're on a drug. And this can also translate into areas like sex. The sexual relationship you have with them and their special brand of pleasing you. Again, in the early stages, it's designed to really hook you in, to be special. They want to be your best. So all of that really, what it comes together as, the narcissist becomes a special brand of, whether it comes to certain sexual aspects of the relationship, certain emotional aspects of the relationship, the planning, just the compliments. Everything is just a very special brand where the narcissist is giving you just those things that you've been deprived of for so long, that you've been wanting for so long and haven't had. All these wishes and things that maybe you believed you can never fulfill, and all of a sudden the narcissist seems to be the person who's going to fulfill your every desire. They just become this unique kind of feature in your life that can touch certain parts of you that no one else can. And again, the reason the narcissist can do this is for two reasons, and two reasons only. The first reason is they have, they're often quite good at reading people in terms of what people are missing in life and what they want, and how to hook them in using their own weaknesses against them, things like that. And secondly, they put a lot of effort into it. They put a lot of effort. They put a lot of effort into becoming this person that you want them to be. That they're really not that person, but it's a fake facade. It's a fake personification. And then they become that person. People who are not toxic in that way, people who are not narcissists, will not go out of their way, will not go light years out of the way to pretend they're somebody they're not for you. Because they're not sick in the mind. They're not toxic. They don't have to play the ultimate mind game, which is to make you believe there's somebody they're not, to hook you in, to ultimately use you for whatever purpose serves him, which usually comes to your destruction, your demise. Most people will not do that with the narcissists, because most people do want to have some level of healthy interaction with people, at least when it comes to people that they want relationships with, but not the narcissist. The narcissist wants to be in full control, wants to have the upper hand, and they go out and play the ultimate mind games, psychological games, to achieve that. It's the only way they know how to live. If they presented themselves for who they really were in front of you, you probably wouldn't give them second thought or second look. You just walk your own way, and they know that. The problem with narcissists is that they know that they can't be themselves, because if they're just being themselves, nobody would like them. So they have to put on this person. It's kind of it really is one of their survival. It's part of their instincts for survival. It's one of these mechanisms that they have to implement regularly to get the much needed supply for their own survival. So it's because narcissists put in so much effort to please you in just the right ways. Again, this is more at the beginning. They put so much effort into getting you to think and believe that they are this magnificent person that you'll never come across again. And they play off your desires, both unfulfilled desires that maybe you thought you would never achieve again, and also those unfulfilled desires that you're still hoping to achieve. They play off your weaknesses. They'll play off everything. But the way they touch you can be quite unique and can have such an impact. And the way they can uplift you at times with their compliments and make you feel great and make you feel like you can have so many things now that you never thought you would have, or you have given up on having. All that stuff that really kind of creates that euphoria and that high in you is really what creates that addictive feeling. And then you feel that only the narcissist can satisfy that, nobody else. And it's true. It is an addiction. They played with the chemistry of your body. Not directly, but indirectly. That's ultimately what's happening. That's what this kind of manipulation does. So when you've moved on from the narcissist and you're moving on with your life, yes, you're still going to have that addiction, but just realize this. What the narcissist presented to you, just realize that it was all a fake. It was not real, and they could never be that person they pretended to be. It doesn't make the addiction go away. Oftentimes, things that are actually really, really bad for you still addict. A lot of drugs are bad for you. They don't suit you. You still feel addicted to them. And the narcissist is the same way. They're not good for you. They are bad for you. And yes, you still do feel addicted to them, but the addiction passes. It passes with time.